decided to move from Greensboro, North Carolina to Houston, Texas. Going to be. So I started looking on YouTube for people in a similar situation, someone who, was starting over, single. My son is 24, he'll be 25 this year, and he's getting married this year, so he's starting a whole new life. So he doesn't need mommy like, he has in the past. So I said, I only have me to care for right now. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What do I want to do? What do I really, really want to do? And if 2020 did not teach us anything, not even 2020, even now in 2021, with so many different things that are going on, with so many different issues that we're having in the world, and so many different things that are prevented us from really living the life that we thought we were going to be living over the past year. If it has not taught us anything, is to seize the moment. When there is something on your heart, when there is something on your mind that you really want to do, just do it. Of course, within reason. If it's going to hurt your spouse or if it's going to hurt your children, then of course you need to reconsider things and figure things out. But if you are in a position to actually make a change in your life and it not drastically affect someone else, then do whatever that is that's on your heart to do it. And I had to sit down and really reflect on my life and just, really look at where I was, what I was accomplishing, what I have accomplished, and what I would like to accomplish. And I just decided that it was time. It was time to make a drastic change in my life. And I had considered moving across the United States several times. My ultimate goal, I would love to live in LA, but I don't think financially that's where I need to be right now. So I decided to move to Houston on April 7th. The situation happened on around April 6th, April 5th, April 6th. And once I got the news that it was a contract that I was going after and I did not get it, I said, you know what? I need a change. I need to stop putting my faith in other people, and I need to start making changes that were going to be beneficial for me. Whether that meant that was in North Carolina, in Texas, in Florida, in LA, or wherever that is, wherever I felt like that was going to be, even if this is just a stepping stone, if this is not where I'll ultimately end up, I needed to make a change, and I needed to make it immediately. So on April 7th, I sent a message to my brother and I asked him if I showed up in Houston, would I have a place to stay until I get acclimated to the area and, get on my feet. And of course he said, you're more than welcome to come here. That's fine. So I started working towards that goal. And I was supposed to leave the week of the 10th. I was supposed to leave last week, right after Mother's Day, but I felt like it was better for me to leave this week. Number one, the flight was cheaper. So I chose this week to come. And I sold everything in my business. I sold every product that I had in stock. And I packed up one box of business stuff. And I'm starting from scratch for my business, not completely from scratch. I still have my fragrances and my essential oils and different things some of them are irreplaceable and very expensive. But I'm starting from scratch. I came with 4 suitcases of clothes and necessities, and that's it. Nothing else. I have nothing else. I don't have any furniture. I don't have anything. I think I bought 3 pairs of shoes. That was it. So when I say I'm starting over, I am absolutely starting over at 50, and I am excited and ecstatic to see what God has in store. But being vaccinated, gave me the go ahead. It's like, okay, if you want to move to Houston, now is a great time to do it. So I packed up what little stuff that I have. I left some stuff at my parents' house. I have a storage unit that is completely full. It's not a very big storage unit though. It does have mainly business stuff in it that I eventually want to be able to bring back here, or bring to here once I get settled and figure out if I'm actually going to get a facility or if I'm just going to get a big enough place where I can work out of my home. So all of that is still up in the air, still trying to decide what I want to do and how I want to do it. But I wanted to be an encourager for those that are middle-aged, for those that are 50 and older, that it's never too late to do something about the status of your life. If you're not happy with your life, then make that change. Do something that will make you happy. Do something that will make you feel better about this place in your life, because turning 50 was hard for me. I've never, ever been one to say that aging has, affected me one way or the other. I was fine in my 40s. I was proud to say, oh, I'm 45, I'm 46, I'm 47. And now that I have to say I'm 50, I'm like, oh, I'm 50. But I'm grateful to be alive, because I have experienced death and been brought back to life. So I understand the gift of life, but turning 50 was very difficult for me. And this change, I think, is exactly what I needed. I believe that there are a lot of things that turning 50, we as women, especially Black women, don't talk about. I mean, we talk about black don't crack, your skin is clear, we don't have a whole lot of wrinkles. Turning 50 was difficult for me, and I had to adjust in a way that is taking time, and I'm having to deal with a lot of different changes mentally and physically that I was not prepared for. And I think that we need to discuss those things a little bit more, because ain't nobody tell me about some of these things that you go through turning 50. So I want to be that beacon of light to let you know that it's okay. It is absolutely okay to feel some kind of way about aging, about being middle-aged, but there is something that we can always do about it. We don't have to sit and wallow in it. We don't have to sit and be afraid to want more, because these young people will have you out here feeling like, well, I missed the boat. If I would have had if I would have had access to some of the things that these younger people have in their 20s and 30s, I can just imagine where I would be. And that made me stop and think, you have that access now. Why not make those changes and take advantage of those things now? Even at 50, there's no reason why I can't. So here I am starting a new journey. What you want to do, what changes you want in your life. It may not be moving across the United States. It may not be that. It may be moving across town. I don't know. It may be starting a new career. It may be writing a book. It may be starting that business. I don't know. But it's never too late. And just because we turn 50, just because we're middle-aged, it's never too late. It is never, ever too late to start fresh and start on my new journey here in Houston and exploring, getting acclimated. I don't even have a car yet. I left my car in North Carolina. Actually, someone's going to be buying it because it kind of died, but someone wants to buy it and fix it. So I was like, have at it. But so I'll be buying a new car, everything new. When I say new, I mean new. I'm starting completely from scratch. So this is going to be fun, and I look forward to sharing with you my travels and my experience moving to Houston at 50 years old and starting over. So, all right, let's go. Let's do this.